very, very strong chemical smell. And so I laid down a minute ago and I started coughing. And I'm not sick, right? This stuff in the air, I'm worried to poison me. I'm worried to kill me. That's why I'm making this video right now. And I start coughing. It sounds like I have pneumonia in the flu, and it's a chemical pneumonia. Is what it is. They're poisoning me. They've got some kind of chemical under this house, in this somewhere. They're releasing it. It's worse in this bedroom than anywhere where I sleep. And so if I'm making this in case I don't even wake up in the morning. What we do know is these people are killers, and they have dirty cops that are helping them. And what you just seen right there was a clip from a video I did on April 29th, 2017. It's posted to my YouTube channel. The name of it is Poison Gas. And I wrote, and this is back, like I said, in 2017, I wrote, I've been smelling this really strong chemical smell in my home for several days, and it's obvious that it's not natural. I believe it's another attempt at murder. Yesterday, a person on YouTube comments having my air quality tested and suggested poison, but I hadn't mentioned what was going on here. I believe that person already knew. These crimes must stop. The secret police must be identified. I have as much right to live in peace in my home as anybody else. I'm not getting equal protection under the law. Please pick up your phone and call the police, the Texas Rangers, the FBI, and the press, and demand the secret police are finally identified and stopped once and for all. And that happened in 2018. The secret police, all 11 of them, were identified. You can see it in this video right here. There, you can see that was the video I made. And here's the pictures of the then secret police that were caught inside my home on camera after the premeditated murder attempt on my life. This was the comment that I was showing in this video. The reason I'm showing all this is because just here a week ago, the same chemical smell, poison gas, was put in my house once again. And I wrote the mayor, and it finally stopped after 3 days. I was up there at the dialysis clinic hacking. They documented it, and it was from this poison gas. You'll see also I did a video, and this was in September 30th, 2021, sadistic torture, poison gas. It's literally torture what they've done to me here in this house. And it said, and here I'm going on saying, yesterday I posted a story on my Facebook. I'm hearing a huge noise coming from the far east side of my home. I believe this came from the underground home in the backyard. I then noticed this strong chemical smell in my home, which I call poison gas. I suspect this poison is the cause of my kidney failure, and it's done intentionally. This happened many times before, and I even wrote Sheriff Kreiner and the Texas Rangers about it a year ago. Okay, and so that's this video. You could go watch if you want. And I want to show you here. Here's the email that I sent to Sheriff Kreiner, okay, and the Texas Rangers, February 7th, 2021. Sheriff Kreiner right there. It also went to a senator. I can't remember who the senator was at this time, and it'll come to me in a minute. But also David Kreiner is still the current sheriff. And I said I've been posting on Facebook and even made a video talking about poison gas chemical smell in my home, which I think is the cause of the kidney problems. This was before I had kidney failure. He did nothing about it at all. And even today he's done nothing about it. He's known about it all this time. I feel sure he knows about the underground homes, which means he knows about the multiple murders connected with them. That's our sheriff, folks. And then also the Texas Rangers. And then this one was dated recently, okay, March 15th, 2024. That's a week ago. It went to Mayor Blong, Lori Blong, the late Dan Corrales, our city councilman. He's on this list. Burks and Poole. Okay, I've been sending them emails, and I said, Mayor Blong, there's a strong chemical smell in my house at 3802 Fair Circle, Midland, Texas. It's been going on for the last 3 days. I'm now at the dialysis clinic with a dry cough. Of course, they asked me why, and I told them, so it's now documented on my permanent medical record. It's being released by the people breaking into my home, who I've repeatedly reported to law enforcement starting in 2010. In fact, I sent Sheriff Kreiner an email telling him about poison gas being released in my home before I had kidney failure in 2022.
I suspected it is the reason that I'm now on dialysis. This isn't the first time this gas has been released into my home. It smells like a strong solvent and possibly something used in the oil field. I was told that the previous owner was telling his friends about people breaking his home before he died in 2008. And it's not just my home, but homes all over Midland, Odessa, and across the country. And I'm going to go on. And as soon as I got back from the clinic that day, I sent that email from the clinic, from the dialysis clinic, and the poison gas smell was stopped. They'd turned it off, and it hadn't come back since, And what the long-term effects are, I have no idea. Here, I'll show you a couple other things. You're always getting people trying to call you a liar no matter how much proof there is, and they're literally torturing me in my home, and I believe they've murdered other people here. Here's one proof. Ricky Ronaldo said he used to live in my home. He says when I was a kid there were tunnels under it. Me and my brother would always go down there. So where do you think the poison's coming from after Ricky said that? In the backyard of my home right here, you could see where one of the 4 underground homes is located, where the old show party's going on. Can't see it from above ground. Notified the city of Midland. It got deleted from Google Maps. Tisha Brumley told me confirmed that the old show parties were going on in the underground homes. Jessica Lee Hadley tells me there was more than one girl raped or murdered down there. Rhonda Denman Rogers told me that there's an underground facility a half block away. I've suspected it's over here in this empty lot next to that house on Westmont Court, and that's another one of the 4 underground homes. In fact, I think I know where 3 of these 4 underground homes is at based on clues. Here's the Home Depot store. Here's my home. And the underground is the underground home here. This is where I'm being poisoned at multiple times. Where I had kidney failure at, where I was shot at with my phone lines cut. Here's that other home with the empty lot half block away. And here's another home across the street from the Fairmont Park Church of Christ. And it was a law enforcement officer who told me to snoop around that church. So I think based on evidence, I think there's 3 of them. Layla O'Brien, CAD programmer, posted on my Facebook, told me she worked on this project, $7.35 million. She said on permit, okay? It was called the Safe House Project. It was put in for the Bushes. That's what Layla Gail O'Brien said, okay? And so a lady comes down to get the permits. She wants to, she's an expert in these underground permits. And then she sent me an email, told me, she says, yeah, with a smile, he told me how all the permits got accidentally deleted. You had a meeting with the city of Midland. They were deleting the permits to cover up these capital murders. Okay. There were 4 people murdered, died in your house. This is Aaron Packelhofer. Okay. He can't deny it. He never denied it. If I can ask, there were 4 people murdered, died in your house. What are their names? This is the house that I'm being poisoned in, literally torture. And as I said, the law enforcement, which is police, the sheriff, the Texas Rangers, the FBI, they're not protecting my rights. And they're literally allowing this torture. That's what it is, torture and murder of innocent homeowners that are reporting crimes to the police. And here, I'm going to show you here, this was the video from the night that they shot me with my phone lines cut. And that's why I crawled out. We're going to see it here in a minute. Okay. Okay, so here I'm crawling out right here. Like I said, the reason I crawled out is because I had no communication. They stole my cell phone, disconnected my home phone lines. I want you to watch the headlights on my company car right there because they're on while I'm crawling out. I screamed for help. Oh, they turned off. Did you see it? They turned off. Okay, somebody was in my car. I figure it's a neighbor, and probably the neighbor had the underground home, or the tunnel in his backyard. That's who I guess. Okay, and then 19 minutes later, that's what this is saying. The first 2 law enforcement officers are seen arriving. They wasn't dispatched. Their names are illegally omitted from the police report. There they are right there. They're showing up, just happened to show up with the spotlight on. They were looking for me. I wondered if that was who shot me. There's the second one right there. from under my home. That's how they knew to come to my house. They were under my home when I was shot.